Apps is back live. We live on Facebook, YouTube, and soon to be Instagram in a few seconds here. We are going to be live on Instagram as well. So, good morning to you guys on Facebook. We're going to be talking about the same thing we talk about every week, which is app development, which is important to us here at efexxaopps. And going live on start streaming. Okay, we streaming on Instagram as well. So now we streaming on all platforms. Good morning, good morning. Look who's back. efexxaopps is back. So, good morning, guys. We're going to be talking about app development, some marketing plans, some different things we're doing here this morning. Wanted to jump back on the live on Instagram and just go over a few things. So let's see. All right. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate you guys. So today, what do we got in store today? I want to talk a little bit today about iOS 14. Apple announced iOS 14. There's going to be a lot of updates coming with that. Let me know if you guys are there. Thank you guys for joining. Just give me a thumbs up to let me know that you guys are engaged. You guys can hear me fine. Let me know, guys. Thank you guys so much again for joining. We are getting started here. So today I'm going to be talking about exclusive cuts. What's going on? How you doing? So we want to answer any questions you might have. Again, so if you have questions, ask them at any time in the chat here. And again, so let's get started, man. Let's go over to our iPhone here. We're going to get started, man. I want to talk today a little bit about iOS, how that looks. How many of you guys saw the announcement yesterday that Apple announced that iOS 14 was coming up? iOS 14 is coming up. That's going to be interesting here. All right. Cool. So let's bring up the iPhone. Here we go. All right, cool. So we got our iPhone up. How does the ad work? Yes. So exclusive cuts. We're going to send you over a form. So we do have some ads we've been doing. That's what exclusive cuts is asking for. We are creating those. That's like a new option that we are doing here with efexxaopps. I'll show you a few of them, show you what they look like. So we're doing some story videos, and we're also doing some of these kinds of ads here. So yeah, basically is a link. You know, you signed up, you send us a screenshot, and we will create the ad for you. You just let us know. So this is one of the ads that we created. That's one of the options. And we're just going to continue to add options to it. Another option is this new one we just did last week. It has a list of items that you have there. So yeah, if you want that, just DM us about it, and we'll send you. Can you DM him that link? Yeah, so we will have just sent you that right over. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more marketing ads for you guys coming up in the future. These are just a few of the options that we have. I also want to talk about automating the post. So I will show you here, Royal Studios, we actually created this for him because we noticed DM the info. Absolutely. Yep. We're sending it over now. What I noticed about Royal Studios is look at how often he's posting. He's got an ad of he's got like a video ad, which we Oh, he's got it. He got it. So he's got this ad of, promoting his app for people to download and get his app. And he says, join our loyalty program. It's a great ad. But more importantly, he's posting it all the time on his page. I mean, look at how often it's being posted to his page. So I would assume that, the more he posted, the better. We looked at his kind of stuff yesterday. We looked at his information last week, and we seen how many downloads he got of his app. After posting this very often on his page, he got way more downloads of his app than everyone else. Babe! So we are back. So yeah, so I noticed that he posted quite often on his page. So this was really important. So what we want to do is not only create the ad for you, but work out a way where we can consistently post it for you on your page. Yep. So there you go. So let's go down. So few the question. Let me go ahead here. What I wanted to do too today was iOS 14. Not sure if many of you have seen this, but what I want to do now is I'm gonna play this video from Apple and their release of iOS 14. This is super interesting. Don't know if you guys seen this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and play this video so we can take a look at it. We're going here.
It's great. This
All right, here we go.
Our
Now
new
we got it.
release
There goes
is
iOS
iOS
14.
14. This year, we've spent time rethinking some of the most iconic elements of the experience on iPhone. So we've rethought some of the core elements of iOS to reflect this. Let me give you a quick peek.
You ain't gotta make a choice now, nowadays, 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 nowadays. All day, baby, you can have it both ways, both ways, both ways, both ways. Bring it in, yeah, bring it over this way, this way, this way, this way. Don't settle in the middle, get it your way, your way, your way, your way. Any way that you want, any way that you want, any way that you want, any way that you want. We can do it like this, we can do it like that. We can do it like this, we can do it like that.
This is going to be amazing. Let's dig in, starting with the home screen. Today's home screen works great, but as we get more and more apps, we can end up with this: lots and lots of pages. And we tend to forget what's beyond the first couple. Wouldn't it be great if there were a way to organize all of those apps without doing a thing? Well, this year we're doing just that with something called the App Library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. Let me show you. automatically organize in one simple and easy to navigate view. Let me show you. This, lots and lots of pages. And we tend to forget what's beyond the
So basically, what I was saying was they're going to consolidate your screen. Okay? What they're showing us here is
that with something called
look, you see that? I'm trying to get it to pause.
lots and lots of pages.
So what they're saying
And we
is
tend
your
to forget
phone
what's
is going
beyond the
to
first
be
couple. Wouldn't it be
they're going to
great
consolidate all your
a way to
libraries
organize all of those
into
apps
one.
without
They're going to
doing a
call it
thing?
the app library. There it goes. Look at that. I like that. So basically taking all of your apps. So your home screen is going to be that main screen.
Well,
So
thi-
yep, there it goes. They're turning all the pages on your phone all the way down to what they're calling the app library, right? So now as you see here, that getting that main, let's call it main screen visibility, right here on the main screen. If you have an app, a barbershop app, it being on that main screen is you're gonna get way more visibility because every other app is gonna be in the app library. So people are gonna leave their main apps that they use not just on their home screen, but they're gonna have main screen visibility, right, with your app. So if you have an app, again, you're no longer just have your app on a home screen. It's gonna be on the main screen, and then everything else is gonna go into this new app library. So this is exciting. This is coming. The beta is already available, but let's see what else they're talking about with iOS 14.
Plus that with something called the app library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. Let me show you. Here's my home screen. Now, like you, I have muscle memory built for the first page or two, but when it comes to all of these pages, well, honestly, I've lost track of where a lot of things are. And that's where the app library comes in. You can see that all of my apps are automatically organized here. In fact, now with the app library, I actually don't need all those pages for all my apps. So we created an easy way to hide app pages. I just go into jiggle mode, tap the dots at the bottom, and check this out. I get a zoomed out view of all my app pages. I can simply tap to hide the pages I no longer need. Just like that. And now with those pages hidden, App Library is always just a swipe or two away. So here in App Library, getting to the app I'm looking for is really easy. Up at the top, I have the search field, and I get
And there you go. So let me answer this quick question since Exclusive Cuts is asking, why does the ad ask you how many you want? Yeah, because if you want more than one ad, if you want to promote more than one thing with your ad, you can do that. So you can get one ad or you can get more than one ad. So yeah, that's why we're doing that. Some people want to make an ad where they're just promoting their app in general, just download my app. Some people want to make an ad that says join our loyalty program by downloading our app. So there's different reasons why you can create an ad with different screenshots in it. So if you want to create an ad with the screenshot of your app or of your loyalty card or whatever the case may be, that's why we have more than one. So people can purchase, 5 of them. They'll get 5 different ads that they can post, and each ad promoting the app but a different feature of the app. Awesome. So let's get back to this iOS 14. I'm super excited about this.
All my apps organized from A to Z. Now over here on the upper left, I have suggestions. It uses on-device intelligence to show me the apps that I'm likely to need next. And on the right is recently added, giving me access to the apps that I've recently downloaded from the App Store. And below are intelligently curated categories. So I can tap into a category like Apple Arcade and see all of my apps in that category. Well, now let's go back. You may notice that in each of these categories, the apps I use most are right here at the top level. So I can launch one of these directly with just a tap. So that's App Library. We think this is going to make it easier than ever to get to your apps. Next, let's turn to widgets. Today, widgets help you get information at a glance, but a lot has changed.
So then he goes into widgets and just so much more. I mean, there's a lot coming from iOS 14. And the beta is currently available. It's going to be available to the public pretty soon. And we already are working on getting it because we want to understand what is available, and we want to be able to give you the latest information. There's a lot. Just that one thing. I think that it's important when you have your own custom app that it's going to be different than a website because it's going to give you home screen visibility. When you have an Instagram page, when you have a Facebook page, people see Facebook, they see Instagram, they're not seeing you. Let me show you an example of that. Even in this iPhone I have here on the screen, this is what I mean by home screen visibility, right? When I launch my app, what do I see? I'm going to see the main apps that I have on my phone, whether it's, the shortcut app or the Maps app, right? And then I launch that app. Home screen visibility is when the customer goes to their home screen, do they see your logo, right? So here's Sharper Image Barbershop. Now, if I look at Sharper Image Barbershop here on Instagram, the same logo that they use here, this is their logo. I kind of see it. Look, we're closed, right? And they're beginning to promote because they're getting back in the shop. But the same logo that's in the shop, that's on the windows of the shop, you can see here in this shot here, the same logo that's on the window, the same logo that's like their profile pic, the same logo that they use all the time, is now on my home screen, right? The same with MT Clippers. I think if we go to their barbershop page, MT Clippers, so the app icon, the icon or their profile pic on Instagram, it's the same on their Instagram page, right? They're posting an ad on their Instagram page. They're making t-shirts about, with their logo on it, right? And now you're getting also home screen visibility because they're living on the home screen. And that's what we want to do with your app, right? So let me go over. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. Why it's so important to have an app. So let's go back. Let's check out more of this iOS 14 because this is exciting. Let me get Let's go.
Information at a glance. But a lot has changed since we first introduced these. Now we have Apple Watch, where we're able to surface so much information on a small screen that you wear on your wrist. Well, this year, we're taking all that we've learned to create a completely reimagined experience for widgets. To start, they're more beautiful and data rich. And we're introducing different sizes, so you can choose one that best fits your needs. Let's take a look at them in iOS 14. So let's swipe over to Today View and take a look at our new widgets. They're just beautiful. And the new designs are more data rich than ever. And you can see they now come in a variety of sizes, so you can pick just the right level of information for each one. Now, we like these new widgets so much, we wanted to make them even more accessible. So check this out. I'm just going to tap and hold on the weather widget, and I can drag it out of Today View and onto my home screen. And watch, as I move it around, the apps just dance out of the way to make space for my new widget. Well, let's add a second one. Just going to tap the plus here in the upper left and grab onto podcasts. I can drop it just like that. Now I'm going to swipe over to page 2 here and bring back up the widget gallery. The gallery is a great place to explore widgets. Now, when I tap on one, I can actually page through all of the different sizes available, just like this. But you know, right now what I want to do is grab this widget up top. It's a really special one. It's called the Smart Stack. I'm just going to tap it and drop it here. With the Smart Stack, I can easily swipe through widgets to pick just the.
This is amazing, bro. This is going to change the way that we have our this is going to change the way that we view our home screen. And I think having home screen visibility is going to be extremely important moving forward in the future. Apple's doing a whole lot. I actually saw while I was watching this at the end, this video clip that I'm playing you guys is only about iOS 14. They announced a whole bunch of other things. What they also announced yesterday was how most computers are going to have Apple's new silicon. It's the Apple Silicon. What that's going to do is going to have this new computer chip that's going to allow apps to run natively on computers. So if you have an app on the App Store, that means people are going to be able to download it and see it directly on their computer and actually utilize it within their computer. So again, having an app, I mean, moving forward, they're not going to have these new computers out that'll have an app on them to the end of the year, but it is coming. A lot of this stuff is coming really soon. So again, this just makes more usage of your app. So let's go back in here. Right now, I'm trying to see if anybody needs any help with their app. Also, I have seen as well people have been having trouble with actually getting the app published. So I saw yesterday that Apple was mentioning how they're going to be able to create new ways for people to be able to publish their apps. So there you go. So again, if you guys need any help, let me know. And if that's all, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream, and I'll talk to you guys later.